Who will be king of the island?
Great start from pole position by Repsol Honda man Marc Marquez. Jack Miller got away well from that second row. Miller looks like he's already up in the second place as they sweep down into the doing corner. Marquez definitely got the whole shot. Andrea, drag from the line, but Jack Miller was superb from fifth on the grid. Here he is then down in the brakes for turn 4 for the first time. Valentino Rossi aggressive up the inside of Paul Espargaro. Rossi's had a good start. He's already now up in the 5th place.
But Miller leads the way. Up through Siberia he comes, up over the rise. Then he'll run along that top end of the...
Had nowhere to go, turning on the inside. Jack Miller then sweeps through the final corner for the first time, down the famous Gardner Straight. The crowd going ballistic here in Australia. Jack Miller leads here over the line at the end of lap 1.
Rossi and Iannone cross the line. Marquez in second place. Third, Vinales. Rossi, Iannone. Paul Espargaro. Zarco, Crutchlow, Aleix Espargaro. And then we have Iannone. They accelerate up towards Siberia. Marquez will not be too unhappy that it's Jack Miller leading the way rather than one of his championship was run wide.
He's having a disaster, Dovizioso. He's down in 20th place.
That is crucial. Marquez second, Dovizioso now in 20th place. The championship is slipping away from the Ducati rider as they come across the line. Miller, to the cheers of the crowd, still leads away as they race down towards the Doohan corner.
Gets to turn number 4. We know Johan Zarco super aggressive. Vinales found his way through on Marquez at turn 4. No way through though for Zarco. Marquez lost 2 places there.
Espargaro. 2 Yamahas going well though in these conditions with Rossi and of course Vinales and also Zarco fighting his way back. And Marc Marquez recovered his composure and now will start fighting back against the Yamahas as they come down the start and finish straight. The Gardner straight into turn 1. Marquez up the inside of Rossi. Absolutely not an inch as they come into the hairpin. Zarco up the inside. He makes it stick this time. There's nowhere for Aleix Espargaro to go. Remember on the previous lap, he touched Marc Marquez in a similar move. Here is Andrea Dovizioso. Yeah, he has Dovizioso, Redding, Battista, Barbara Lowe's and Brock Parks.
What a job by Karel Abraham there. He's the top Ducati at the moment, 11th and 12th place.
We ride with Valentino Marc Marquez with 2 rounds of the championship remaining, but these result places are not going to remain the same because Valentino Rossi has moved into second place past his teammate Maverick Vinales at the hairpin.
Yeah, and the gap's coming down to Jack Miller as well. Jack Miller's advantage has been slashed in half now. He leads by just under half a second. What, 6 weeks ago, and here they are in the Australian Grand Prix 1 and 2.
And I tell you what, if you look at that top group of 6, he is the only one with that medium rear tyre. So
10 metres over the line before he got slipstreamed by his teammate Vinales. Rossi moves to the inside at turn number 4. He's lunging up the inside on the brakes. Rossi's found his way back into the lead. Or is he a little bit wide? No, he holds firm.
Valentino Rossi leads here at Phillip Island, the man that won here in 2014. Up over the rise they come at Siberia. What a start to the...
Yeah, it looked like Jack Miller was getting a bit of wheel spin coming out of that final corner there. He didn't have the drive grip at all, did he? The Yamahas didn't even need the slipstream to blitz by Jack Miller down the Gardner Straight. Vinales just held his nerve on the brakes. You've got to be pretty strong and aggressive to outbrake Valentino Rossi going into the Doohan corner. Is Marquez about to pounce on Vinales at that Doohan corner? This there from Jack Miller, that's super aggressive, giving Johan Zarco a taste of his own medicine in many respects. But Zarco's got the inside line for Siberia, so he's going to cling on to that 4th place.
Zarco looks very, very dangerous indeed. He had that bit of a coming together, didn't he, with Marc Marquez earlier in the race, but he is absolutely flying now.
There's Dovizioso, then Andrea Dovizioso still. He's just actually got in the points, Dovizioso. He's picked off Tito Rabat. Marc Marquez attacks Valentino Rossi on the run down to the Doohan corner. At the Doohan corner.
I was really focusing on Marquez. Oh, Marquez opens the door up a little bit and Zarco says, well, I messed it up last time at the hairpin. I'm not messing it up this time. The Moto2 world champion up into second place and Marquez relegated to 3rd.
There was hardly any room. Look how wide Aleix Espargaro. Crutchlow said yesterday if he could hang on to that lead group in the first half of the race, watch out for him. He fancies his chance of a repeat success from last year because his time management and
crucial points, aren't they?
Down at turn 4 then for the 9th time of asking, and Jack Miller up the inside and Maverick Vinales. Rossi's out wide then at turn 4. Rossi out wide. Now, was it a mistake or was he given a helping hand by your new race leader, Johan Zarco? But Valentino Rossi, what's not in dispute is he's dropped back down to 3rd place. Zarco come through from 13th on the grid to 8th place. He's right on the back of this lead group. The gap between Zarco at the front of the race and Rins in 8th. A long time in this lead group is a sight of a single Ducati. Miller then up the inside of Valentino Rossi, beautifully done on the brakes there by Miller. He's up into 3rd place. Marc Marquez has a good long look over his left shoulder. What he will see, he'll get a face full of the number 43 of Jack Miller.
Get a face full of beans. They remind us about the tyres, Dylan, down in pit lane, Zarco and Marquez.
Well, exactly so. Marquez has that soft option rear, as does Johan Zarco as well. Marquez has the medium front, Zarco has the soft front. And as Dunlop, as Michelin told us, after 20 laps, that's when they expect to see the drop-off.
Oh. When he won that race in Austria, in the race he had here a couple of years ago. 27 points would be the advantage of Marc Marquez if these positions are just to pick up some vital World Championship points.
Yeah, that's the battle for 11th. That was Pedrosa retaliating on Dovizioso. Dovizioso had found his way through on Dani Pedrosa.
Back at the front, Zarco still leads the way. Marquez right in his face as they come down the Gardner straight towards the Doohan corner. We ride with Maverick Viñales.
It's going to be crucial to try and retain heat in those tyres. Jack Miller running a wider line. Valentino Rossi thought about nipping up the inside. There was no way through.
I tell you what, Andrea Iannone fancies this.
Marquez again coming out of turn number 4 has a good long look over his left shoulder. I'm not sure what he expects to see because he must know from his pit bull that thinking, where is my championship rival? That might be coming into Marquez's head in terms of the risk he's willing to take in these final 15 laps. That might be what he was looking back for, just to see if he could get to the first 15 laps, which we're getting close to. He would be strong and competitive. He was worried about the lack of electronic sophistication on that Suzuki. Rossi fights back on Miller when he was going to run into some major wheel spin issues. That's been one of the weaknesses of that Suzuki package this year, Andrea Iannone.
At some point, Marquez is going to make a move, isn't it? It's probably wet
for 11th, a long, long way behind Polispargo in 10th place.
We ride with Andre Dovizioso. These are crucial points for him and the outcome of the World Championship. Yeah, Marquez, he does not really want to know where Dovizioso is, because does he take too much of a risk? Rossi is back into 2nd place as they corner they come and they sit up a brake. Rossi on the brakes up the inside of Zarco. Valentino Rossi takes the lead here at Phillip Island.
Yeah, classic block pass by Rossi on the brakes going into turn number 4. If this top 8 have a right good old ding-dong, as they are having, you can't say that Brad himself any chance of getting in the points at the moment.
Well, the Australian crowd, they're cheering Jack Miller, but they love Valentino Rossi, and Rossi legally breathtaking. This is motorsport at its absolute peak. You just don't get better than this. And here we go, Marquez up the inside, up the hairpin. No way that Zarco can fight back, and he opens the door up a little bit. Maverick Viñales thinks about how to have a go at him, but he's not able to. But Marquez back into 2nd place as they come up over
in this battle.
It is. We'd love to get all romantic about it, but this is Phillip Island. This is at the very top, and Andre